So today in College Football Revamped, we are going to be simulating all 10 of the College Football Conference Championship games this weekend. Of course, it's championship week with college football, and we will be doing every single College Football Championship game from the CUSA all the way down to the Big Ten, and we will start first with one of the first games coming up on Friday night. It is the CUSA Championship between North Texas and UTSA. Now, with the group of 5 games we're not going to spend as much time with, we're going to get in there and get out, and of course spend a lot more time with the Power 5 and with, of course, the playoff contending teams playing this weekend. And folks, if you haven't yet, make sure that subscribe button down below for some more College Football Revamped here on the channel. We are doing a BYU Dynasty on the channel as well, so make sure you check that one out if you haven't yet. So North Texas and UTSA in the regular season, North Texas went 7-5, UTSA 10-2, so obviously the Roadrunners the favorite going into tonight. 7-3 lead for UTSA with a handoff to the left. That's going to be Traylon Smith getting into the end zone. 14-3 now for the UTSA Roadrunners, who come in tonight 8.5-point favorites. Still in the second quarter, UTSA back in the red zone. It's going to be a triple option. Oh my goodness. Quarterback going to keep. Frank Harris is going to get into the end zone. 21 now to 10 for UTSA. As we progress on with this game, not much of a competition. North Texas really struggling to move the football down the field as we progress later into this one, and of course, as soon as I say that, they're going to score in the closing minutes of this game, but still UTSA going to win this one at 24-21. They are your CUSA champions after finishing 10-2 in the regular season. Texas San Antonio will go on to win the Conference USA, and a really good season for them. Only losses being ranked Houston and ranked Texas. On to one of the bigger ones. It's here at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, the Pac-12 championship game between the Caleb Williams-led USC Trojans and the Utah Utes, led by their star quarterback in Cam Rising. Obviously, the rankings are a little bit off here, but still, you got USC who comes into tonight as the number 4 ranked team in the country. All they got to do is beat Utah, and they are into the college football playoff, and they've got maybe the best quarterback in all of college football. Of course, right there, Caleb Williams going to slide down for a gain of 8, setting up for a 2nd and 2 here for the USC offense. 3rd and 2, Williams from under center. It will be a handoff. Travis Dye on the carry. He has got the first down now. Dye injured in real life, but still, I kind of forgot to switch that going into the game. So 2nd and goal for USC. It's going to be a pitch to the right, and that's going to be a touchdown for SC. Austin Jones gets in the end zone for the USC Trojans. 7-0 early here for USC against Utah. But here comes the Utes. Here with the football, Cam Rising down by 7 in the pocket. He goes to his left, and that one will be complete for the first down within the USC 5-yard line at 2nd and goal for the offense. Rising going to keep on a speed option, and he's brought down, losing 1. And as you see the time going, Utah is going to hurry up and get to the line. I mean, this is like Todd Bowles level clock management here, and they're not going to score anything. Wow. Rising tries for the end zone. It is dropped 14-7 for USC as we go into half. But starting off the second half, Utah working it deep into SC territory, but on a screenplay right there, Michael Bernard's going to go nowhere, and Utah will be forced to kick a field goal to try to cut this lead to 4 from about 37 yards out. This one is good. Utah makes it 14-10 with USC getting the football back up by 4 into the red zone. Here comes Caleb Williams and the guys. Williams looking to throw over the middle. It's a strike. Caleb Williams connects in the end zone right there, and the USC Trojans gonna go up 21-10. Williams showing why, again, he might be the best quarterback in the game right now. Utah, though, gets it back into SC territory on a 4th and goal. There's gonna be a rushing touchdown for Cam Rising. 16-21 now our score with 3:30 left to go. Do not count out the Utes just yet. Here comes Rising from the gun. It's gonna be a halfback draw going to their running back, and he'll be going backwards. Tavion Thomas not getting in the end zone right there. Still a 5-point game, and SC will close out after that. Really not much happened in their final drive. Just methodically working the football down the field, rushing for 5-6-4 as USC is going to win this game. They have solidified their spot in the college football playoff. It's just a matter of where they will be seated at this point. But on Friday night, USC picks up the win. They're heading to the playoffs. On to Saturday morning here from Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan, we have got the Toledo Rockets taking on the Ohio Bobcats. Matchup, of course, between 2 Ohio squads, and right there's a touchdown for Isaiah Cox for a 12-yard touchdown. Curtis Rourke, of course, the quarterback for Ohio. 7-0 for the Bobcats as they've got it again deep into Toledo territory. And there's another touchdown. Rourke gonna find Ryan Lerman. 14-0, just like that for Ohio. And really, they did not look back from there. Of course, not paying too much attention and too much time to these group of 5 matchups, but Ohio is going to win the MAC in the MACtion game. 30-20, Ohio are your MAC champions at 9-3. On to the Big 12 championship game from Jerry's World in Dallas, Texas. We have got the surprise team really of this entire season, the number 3 ranked Texas Christian Horned Frogs, of course, led by their star quarterback in Max Duggan. It will be TCU taking on number 10, Kansas State. Big game here. Both squads wearing, of course, purple, but here comes Kansas State on a 3rd and 9. That one is knocked down as the Wildcats will be forced to kick a field goal here from about 32 yards out. That one is good, so Kansas State gets out on top early, but here comes TCU and Max Duggan from the gun. Duggan gonna keep on a speed option. He pitches last second. Touchdown TCU. Kendre Miller on the touchdown, and the Horned Frogs have gone up 7-3 here in the Big 12 title game. They've got it again in the red zone. Duggan on a 3rd and goal from his own 15-yard line. Looks over the middle. Touchdown TCU again. Duggan gets one through the air, and the Horned Frogs go up by 11 now as we work our way into the second quarter. A long field goal attempt right now for Kansas State. It's a 50-yarder, give or take, which will hit. It's an 8-point game with TCU getting the ball back, and Duggan to Johnston for a 15-yard touchdown makes it 21-6. Duggan and TCU back with it here on a 3rd and 5, and that one's picked off. Look on the out route. Kansas State steps right in front of it, and this can be a huge turn in this game. Duggan can't chase him down, and TCU is looking at best 28-6. Now it's a 1-score game after the interception for a touchdown. 21-13. Duggan already with 250 passing yards. No need to fear, though, for TCU to end this first half. They go right down the field and kick a field goal, making it a 2-score game once more. 24-13 with them getting the ball back here on a 2nd and goal. Duggan on the handoff. No, he keeps again. Max Duggan putting the squad on his back. It looks like TCU is going to win this Big 12 championship game and advance to the playoffs. It's 31-13 for Texas Christian as they'll try to put the nail in the coffin right here to start the 4th quarter. Handoff, touchdown. Kendre Miller's got number 2 on the night. TCU goes up by a big margin right now, 38-13. Duggan with 412 passing yards, 37 rushing yards, and 3 total touchdowns. And of course, that's way enough to put TCU on top. They're going to win the Big 12 title game 41-28 here against K-State, and they will be in the playoffs as well. So really, 3 playoff spots have already been clinched, and you can pretty much assume that Michigan, no matter what, even with the loss, could probably get in. But of course, you still don't know about Alabama, and I mean, I doubt Tennessee can get in. But really, you got to watch out for Alabama as we go on to the Sun Belt Championship game here between Coastal Carolina and Troy. Again, I won't spend too much time on this game, but Coastal Carolina here at the punt return touchdown will make it 14-10 here on the road. So Troy back down by 4, and Coastal working the ball again downfield on a 1st and goal opportunity. Touchdown Braden Bennett as the Chanticleers go up 28-10, and it looks like the Chants are going to have enough from the Sun Belt. Yes, they will. 34-17 is the score for the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. I mean, coming into this game for Coastal, of course, an underdog on the road, plus 8.5 for them. They're going to go in, take care of business, beat 10-2 Troy. Good for the Chants, reclaiming yet another Sun Belt title. On to the big one, though, man. The SEC championship game. Now, it doesn't have the stakes it once had, of course, with LSU just losing last week on the road at Texas A&M. Still, it's a big one. Number 1 Georgia, the best team by far in all of college football, takes on the Louisiana State Tigers. I mean, Georgia's coming in tonight a minus 17.5 point favor. Of course, led by this man, Stetson Bennett. And early in this game, Bennett's going to find Brock Bowers for the touchdown. Obviously, Georgia's the reigning defending world champions, looking for back-to-back national titles this season. And there is going to be a big kick for LSU. It's good. 7-3 now our score here from Atlanta. LSU yet again works it deep into Georgia territory, but they can only afford a field goal. So 6-7 is our score. And really, that's kind of it for the first half. Nothing much going on. Bennett and Georgia really not working the football that well. Daniels and LSU are getting it into Georgia territory, but really not doing anything from there as well. And it's kind of just a game of field goals right now. Another field goal is hit. Georgia's going to make it 10-6. Can LSU respond? Not really. Bennett and the offense have worked it down to the 35 now. Huge 3rd and 12, and Stetson Bennett over the middle. Gonna find his receiver. Georgia is going to find themselves down to around the LSU 14-yard line. Now on a 2nd and 3, they go Wildcat. Kenny McIntosh, the running back. McIntosh the outside. He follows the block by Stetson Bennett, and Georgia goes up by 11 with 7 minutes to go. But here come the Tigers on a 2nd and goal. Jaden Daniels gonna get in the end zone. He keeps on a read option. LSU has made it a 5-point game with 2 minutes to go. Now a 3-point game, but LSU's just left with simply not enough time unless they can muster something right here. There's a pass over the middle that's caught down to like the 48, but 3 seconds to go. LSU's got to hurry up, get the offense on the ball. Clock still hasn't started, but 3, 2, 1. They don't even get a play. I mean, I don't know why Daniels didn't snap the football right there. Doesn't matter. Georgia is going to go undefeated yet again in the regular season. They beat LSU in the SEC championship game by a closer margin than expected for sure, but still 17-14 is the victory for the Bulldogs. They have advanced to the college football playoff. They will be the 1 seed, and there's only one team yet to play. Of course, that's currently in the top 4, and of course, that is going to be Michigan, and we'll see them in a little bit. But right now, the Tulane Green Wave have a shot to win their first ever conference championship, and here it's in the American League title game, the American Conference Championship game between the UCF Knights and the Tulane Green Wave. Tulane at number 18 coming into tonight, and UCF number 22. And Tulane's going to get a field goal here to kick off this scoring. 3-0, and we're into the 3rd quarter. Still no scoring. This game was like horrible. Another field goal right there hit, so 6-0 now for Tulane. Can Central Florida get any offense going? Well, here's their big shot. 3rd and 11, down to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes to go, a touchdown and an extra point will take the lead for the Knights. That is a caught like drag route for a gain of 5. 4th and 6 for UCF, of course, to keep the offense on the field. Huge play here to decide the AAC championship game. Scrambling in the pocket, down he goes. Plumlee sacked for a loss of 6, and it looks like Tulane's going to win their first ever league title. However, Central Florida's got one more shot in a 4th and 1. They go speed option, but the Green Wave eat it right up. Tulane are going to win the AAC. It's going to be a 6-0 victory and probably the worst conference championship game you're going to ever watch. But Tulane wins, and let's now move on to the Mountain West. From Boise, Idaho, of course, on the blue turf, we have got the Battle of the Milk Can Part 2, the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Boise State Broncos. What a game we have in store tonight. The 9-3 Broncos and the 8-4 Fresno State Bulldogs. This game is tied up at 10-10 here, as Boise State will take the lead with a field goal. Jake Haener, by the way, is back now for Fresno State, so he is playing tonight. But in a 3-point game, Boise State on the toss to the left, I mean, untouched in the end zone. Holani goes in, untouched. 20-10 now the score for Boise State. Can Fresno get some offense going? Here comes Jake Haener and the guys on a 2nd and goal. Haener to his left will find his receiver in the end zone. Touchdown, Jalen Cropper. And look at this, Fresno State, Haener to Kelly, puts them up 27-20 with 6 minutes to go. Fresno State takes the lead here on the road at Boise, but here come the Boise State Broncos. Last hope, 4th and 22. Why not let it fly over the middle? Ball's caught, 1st down Boise. They keep the game going after they convert on 4th and 22. Shea Whiting catches it. 1st and 10 for Boise from the 15. Looking to throw out the gun. That ball's caught over the middle. And he's just so short of the end zone. Oh, it's a 16-yard gain. 1st and goal from the 1. Here we go. It's going to be a pass for Boise. Looking over the middle. Touchdown, Broncos. Eric McAllister's in. And Boise State is probably going to send this one to overtime. 441 passing yards for them. Oh my goodness, a fumble from Fresno State with 3 seconds left is going to turn into a scoop and score touchdown for Boise State, and the Broncos are going to win the Mountain West in by far the best game we have seen just yet here in the video. 34-27 is the victory for Boise State. They are the Mountain West champs, and they have done away with Fresno for the 2nd time this season. On to the ACC championship game now. Honest to God, not much on the line here. Obviously, for both teams, you want to win an ACC championship game, but just when we look at playoff seeding and really Clemson, North Carolina is not one of those big games that's going to be taking place on Saturday. This is coming on at the same time as Purdue, Michigan, and I guarantee you a lot more eyes will be on that Purdue, Michigan game. But DJ Jones right there for a gain of 10 will get North Carolina down within the 5, and there you go, touchdown for UNC. Josh Downs on the catch. Obviously, North Carolina's got their star quarterback. And of course, Drake May, and on a 1st and goal, May already got a touchdown tonight. He's going to get one on the ground now. Drake May with the read option tutty for the Tar Heels. They're going to go up 17 17-7 here against the Clemson Tigers. Really, it's an interesting spot for UNC coming in tonight. I mean, they're up 24-7 now, and here we go. May trying to add on. He gets hit, but he takes it. Touchdown UNC again, 31-7. Oh my goodness, we're still in the second quarter. Drake May with 325 passing yards in the first half. Yeah, UNC does away with Clemson, 55-22, coming off their stunning defeat last week to the NC State Wolfpack, but it all comes down to this. Here we go, Michigan, Purdue, the Big Ten championship game. It's a huge one, man. Basically, I'll break down the playoff picture from here as Michigan will get things going in a second and two. That ball will be caught. First down for the Wolverines. Oh my goodness, breaking off 3 tackles and in the end zone, Roman Wilson. Wilson gets in, 7-0 for the Wolverines, but real quick, Purdue gets it deep into Michigan territory. They'll respond right away. TJ Sheffield in the end zone for Purdue. But real quick, this is how this goes. I mean, Michigan's number 2 right now, but still, a loss to an unranked Purdue team would 100% take them out the playoffs. Like, definitely. As Purdue, oh my goodness, it's happening. Brock Thompson gets in, 14-7 now, as Purdue, who come in this game as 16-point dogs, have made this a 14-7 game, but here comes JJ McCarthy. He's got that dog in him. McCarthy gets in the end zone. Tie game 14-14. How will Aiden O'Connell and Purdue respond? They've worked it deep again into Michigan territory with 50 seconds left. O'Connell to his right. That ball is caught in the end zone again. Michigan has got no answers on defense. They shut down CJ Stroud in Ohio State last week in the second half, and they better hope they can do that against the Boilermakers right now because Purdue's up by 10. Here comes JJ McCarthy in Michigan, back with it on a 3rd and goal. McCarthy down by 10, fires, touchdown. Roman Wilson's second touchdown of the night makes it a 3-point game, 24-21. Of course, Michigan not asking much out of McCarthy as Roman Wilson's now going to run for a touchdown. It's a 60-yarder that makes it 28-24. Here comes McCarthy and the guys from the goal line again, and JJ McCarthy gets back in on the ground. McCarthy makes it 35-24. Michigan trying to stay in the playoffs and fight off the Alabama bid that you know is likely coming if Michigan does trip up and lose here. But, you know, Purdue making it close again. It's a 6-point game. The Boilermakers will get another shot, but just unfortunately for Purdue, they just aren't able to score. Michigan works it back down to field goal range, and they kick yet another field goal, and the Wolverines are moving on to the college football playoff, winning the Big Ten title game at 41-32 here in Indianapolis. And of course, again, advancing to the college football playoff, likely taking on TCU, and the other matchup will probably be Georgia and USC. So everything really fell into place here with this college football revamped. Predicts the conference championship games. But folks, if you did enjoy the video, make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to like if you see more college football revamped here on the channel. Give a like for watching, and Mamba forever.